Welcome back to World Drum Club. I'm Kalani Das, your host and teacher, and this is one in an 8-part series on facilitation qualities. And I'm basing this on a piece that I came up with for developmental community music facilitation. You can download it at our Patreon site. You can get this PDF and follow along if you like, or you can just listen. I'm going to cover everything in these 8 separate talks on each of the 8 facilitator qualities or characteristics. The first one, or the one I'm going to talk about in this video, is the leadership quality. And while all of them are important, we think of leadership as one of the main ones. Each one of these qualities has a partner quality. So there's leadership, and then the other one is following or followership, or the follower. So leader and the follower. So when you're done here, you might want to look at the follower video in case you haven't already looked at that. So what are some qualities of an effective leader? Well, of course, to facilitate anything, we have to understand what are the goals of the participants, because we're trying to help people go somewhere, do something, change into something. You know, facilitate literally means to make easier. So the question is, what are we trying to make easier? We're trying to make their goals easier. And if they don't have goals, we can help them come up with some goals. But this is being of service. I want to be clear about that, that being a leader doesn't mean dictating to people, you know, based on your own goals or your own impulses or your own wants or needs or desires or any of that, your own ego, of course. So it's always, you're still in service even though you're taking a leadership role. So what are some of the things that we could identify that fall under the leadership title? Well, of course, coming up with ideas, suggestions, and a direction, coming up with clear actions that you might want to suggest that people could take, or a path for people to follow, or a plan to be executed. You know, coming up with ideas, structure, a direction. And like I said, if people don't have a clear goal in mind, then you could help them define that goal. And those would all be leadership qualities. Another set of qualities would be providing a clear example, or what we could call modeling, right? Modeling is when you behave in a way that you would suggest that other people behave, you know, being a model citizen. Without telling people, you just do it, right? That's modeling. And so, of course, to be an effective leader, you want people, you don't want to be a hypocrite or hypocritical, so you know, walk your talk, basically, is what we're talking about. So doing, you know, treating people how you would like to be treated, doing the things that you suggest other people do, and modeling what it means to, you know, be a solid participant and a good partner in the group process of whatever that is moving forward. And by the way, I want to be clear that even though I'm speaking within the context of music facilitation, of course all of these qualities and everything I'm talking about is applicable to any facilitation process, whether you're facilitating a meeting, it could be a work meeting, a family meeting, whether you're facilitating any other kind of process, or managing a team, or, you know, working with any group to achieve just about any goal. So I am going to talk in music terms, but it's certainly not limited to just music. Some other things a leader might do is to set the agenda, clear agenda, you know, talk about what the goals are, maybe give some instructions, you know, lay out some ground rules. And all these leadership qualities they overlap a little bit. You know, they're not discrete, of course, because in, let's say, giving a plan or giving some instructions or giving, you know, some guidelines, we're also moving into what we could call the guardian role, right? Keeping people safe. We might be moving into the teacher role, right? Imparting information. But still, you know, the main thing about the leader would be setting a direction, helping, you know, make sure everything's clear and the direction you're going, what do we need to get there, how are we going to get there, what does it look like to be doing that, you know, in real time, etc., etc. All right? So, if you haven't already, watch the other videos in this series, and you can download the PDF from our Patreon site, patreon.com/Kalani, which is the home of World Drum Club, and where you can find more videos and more resources, including downloadable things and videos that are not here on YouTube. This is part of the facilitation series. There are 7 other videos in this particular sub-series of the overall facilitation series. I'd love to know if this is useful, if you think you can add anything. If you can add something useful, put it in the comments. And I really want to thank our patrons, the people who are connecting with us and making a small donation each month. It really helps bring all of the content that we produce, out to everybody. And we, of course, appreciate you very much. And that's why we give you special perks. All right, thanks for watching. I'm Kalani. This is World Drum Club. I'll see y'all in another video.